For the past 2 weeks, the country has been treated to the spectacle at the multi-billion shilling East African Portland Cement Company. The chain of events that have led the company down this path was sparked off last year when Acting Industrialization Minister Amason Kingi dissolved the board led by Chairman Mark Ole Carbolo. The entire board would later be reinstated by the High Court, but though Carbolo and Managing Director Kefa Tande returned to work.
But I just want to advise staff wote wa Portland kesho asubuhi wa report kwa kazi.
The plant only resumed operations today. Portland continues to flounder beneath the weight of numerous problems plaguing it. In recent weeks, the atmosphere at Portland Cement has taken a decidedly ethnic bend.
What kicked off all this thing was a shareholders issue and had nothing to do with management or the worker relationship in the company.
And now the Efficiency Monitoring Unit has embarked on a forensic audit on alleged malpractices by the board and management of the multi-billion cement company. Documents in our possession show that money running into billions of shillings was lost through variations of prices, tender manipulation, overpayment of allowances to directors and board members, and blatant flawed procurement processes. For instance, just attending a football match and leading a group of dignitaries on a tour around the plant is said to have earned a director 45,000 shillings. For these reasons, board expenses increased by 31% in 2011, rising from 13.3 million shillings in 2010 to 17.5 million shillings in 2011. There were over 30 board and committee meetings in the year, which averages about 3 meetings per month against the requirement of 1 meeting per quarter. Further, internal correspondence shows that the company lost over 70 million shillings after the board of directors overturned a decision by the tendering committee. EAPCC had entered an agreement with an Indian company for the supply of 140,000 metric tons of clinker at $58 and 90 cents per ton. However, after the Indian company wrote to EAPCC seeking to increase the price, the board overruled the tender committee decision so that with the board's approval, Sangi Industries Limited was paid 771 million shillings instead of the agreed 700 million shillings. As if this were not enough, East African Portland Cement Company is now embroiled in a tussle with a contractor who is demanding more than 172 million shillings above the original rate for the delays and time extension of 538 days to finish external civil works.
Exactly 1 week ago, embattled Managing Director of the East African Portland Cement Company urged workers to return to work so that the company could resume full operations. Now, they may have heeded that call, however, the company still continues to face many problems, raising the question which way forward for the East African Portland Cement Company. I'm Wilkis Anyabo for KTN in Athi River.